Welcome students. Lifeline of national economy, that is your transport and communication and trade, that is our last chapter from geography part. Total 4 chapters are there, but map works are also there from, that is your mineral resources, that is chapter 5. So this is your video 1, very easy chapter, just 2-3 times if you read, then you can write. At least you find out the keyword for each and every questions. So first definitions are there. So what is transport and what is communication? So in transport there is physical movement, but in communication there is non-physical movement, because ideas are exchanged, informations are exchanged. So come to the definition of transport. It is movement of goods, passengers also, and services. So variety of services. If from one place to another place they are exchanged, that is called transport. But in case of communication, it is exchange of information from the place of origin to destination. That is your ideas, informations are exchanged from the place of origin to destination, that is your communication. So come to the example: railway, roadway, waterway, airways, pipelines, they are the example of transport. But on the other hand, telegraph, letter, newspaper, they are your communication. Then it refers physical movement, it refers non-physical exchanges. Then lastly, important modes of transport are land transport, air transport, water transport, and pipeline transports are there. Then important types of communications are personal communication and mass communication. Okay. Next, state the significance of transport and communication. So what are the importances of transport and communication, or why are they called lifeline of a nation or lifeline of our national economy? So first of all regions are joined to the national capital by transport and communication network for national integration as well as for administration also. Then they join production and consumption areas to promote economic development. So through transport and communication, production areas are joined with the consumption area. So goods and services are exchanged as well as information are exchanged. Then they help public distribution system and enable growth of international trade. So that is your distribution of resources, they are not even, they are uneven throughout India. So the transport and communication facilities, they join production area and consumption area and help public distribution system. Fourthly, they play strategic role during national emergency and natural disaster. So when there is your natural disaster, so this transport and communication that enable help to the, that is your distressed people. So they are of strategic role also for defense related result also we can find from well developed transport and communication facility. For example, in Ladakh area, India, that is under the Modi government, NDA government, so there is development of Atal tunnel as well as development of border roads. For that reasons, that is your China that cause, that is your Galwan, that is your Galwan tragedy in Ladakh. That is your fighting between, that is your Indian soldier and Chinese soldier took place in Galwan Valley of Ladakh. Then lastly, they reduce mental distances through communication, through the exchange of information. They reduces mental distances between people and economically integrate different regions of a country. Then distinguish between personal and mass communication. So two types of communications are there, personal and mass communication. So exchange of information between two persons, that is your personal communication. Then between more than two persons, that is your mass communication. Then scope of personal communication is narrow, but here it is wide. For example, personal, that is your letter, telephone, telegram, they are the example of personal. But newspaper, TV, radio, they are your example of mass communication. So mass communication you can also divide it into two: print media, then electronic media. In case of electronic media, radio, TV will come. Print media, that is your newspaper, books, journals will come. Now come to the roadways. So define roadway, that is your movement of goods, passenger and services between places over land route. There should be road or connectivity, or road should be there, that is called roadways. So there are different types of roadways are there in India. First of all, that is your expressway, that is your planned development of 4 to 6 lane highways. At present in our Assam only 4 lane highways are there at a time, for that is your vehicles can move to and fro for free flow of traffic between metropolitan cities, and cross country north south and east west places are expressways. So these expressways are of two types, that is your golden quadrilateral, that is your expressways that join Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, again Delhi, is golden quadrilateral. Then another is there north south and east west corridor, that also come under expressway. So expressways that join Srinagar in the north and Kanyakumari in the south, and Porbandar in the west and Silchar in the east, that is in our Assam, are called north south and east west corridors. So expressway that enable free flow of traffic between metropolitan cities as well as cross country, that is your terminal points. So it is of two types, golden quadrilateral and north south east west corridor. So you should know that is your these focal points are there. At the same time, Srinagar in the north, that is your terminal or ending station. Kanyakumari, that is ending station in the south. Then in the west, that is Porbandar, is the ending station of east west corridor. Then Silchar in the east, that is the ending station of east west expressway or corridor. So that is your expressway, that is done. Next, national highways are there. So highways that join state capital with national capital are called national highways. It accounts 2% of the total road length. They are constructed and maintained by, that is CPWD, that is Central Public Works Department. Then state highways there, they join state capital with the district headquarters, are called state highways. So it accounts about 4%. Here is your 2%, this is your 4% of the total road length of India. They are constructed and maintained by state PWD, that is your Public Works Department. Then district road, after state, within the state district roads are there. So roads that join district headquarters with nearby towns are district roads. It accounts 14%, 2%, 4%, then 14% of the total road length. They are constructed and maintained by Jilla Parishad. So that is your local government. Next come to the village road. So roads that join villages with nearby town are village roads. It accounts 80%. 2, 4, 14, then 80%, total 100%. They are constructed and maintained by Gram Panchayat, that is also local government. Then come to the border roads. This is another modes of road transport for India. So roads that join bordering areas to the nation are called border roads. There are about 40,000 kilometers of border roads. They are constructed and maintained by Border Roads Organization, BRO. Next come to what are the advantages of roadways over railway. So how roadways are better than railway? Simply, how roadways are better than railway? Because it is flexible, you can construct everywhere, then it provides door-to-door services. So road construction cost is lower than railway. Roads can be laid through difficult topography. Over mountain also you can construct road, but you cannot construct railway. Then roadways provide door-to-door service. Through roadway you can reach to your home all the time. Then roadways supplement other modes of transport. So whatever modes of transport are there, that is railways are there, airways are there, waterways are there. Ultimately they are supplemented by roadways. Then road transport is convenient for short distance. For short distance, if you want to travel, then we always prefer road transport. Next, state the disadvantages of roadways. Some disadvantages are also there. So roadside amenities, that is your facilities, are low. Gas station, hotel, hospital, they are less. Then landslide affect roadways in hill area. Then road transport is often struck by robbery also. Then flood also affect roadways during rainy season. So this much for video 1. Thank you.